Greetings, brothers and sisters. I'm Mark Espinosa, your president of Local 919. Thought it was about time that I had an opportunity to talk with you, many of you who I haven't had a chance to talk with yet. You know, as March 10th, we did meet as a membership. The 700 of the members who did show had an opportunity to not only hear updates on the current contract negotiations, but also, as you should know by now, a strike vote authorization was taken at that meeting. I want to let you know that these negotiations are most difficult. They are the most difficult of my 33-year career. We are facing a situation of not the usual Stop and Shop company. They are but a part of a European conglomerate, multi-billion-dollar conglomerate known as Ahold. They have come to the bargaining table from the beginning, since January 14th, with nothing but expectations of concessions. They are looking to reduce anywhere and everything they can find at your expense. We have not even really begun talking about wages, because the minor wages that they've presented to us thus far won't really be done until we get through the bigger problems, particularly the healthcare issue and the pension. I can tell you that at least we were able to get the company off of the notion that you were only worth a bonus and not a weekly raise. We did get them off of that notion. However, the new full-timers, people that were hired after April 17th, 2016, the company is still dug in with the notion that they only deserve 3 bonuses. One of $750, one of $900, and a third of $900. The part-time scale is lower than it should be, especially with minimum wage increases coming to all 3 states in the next year and 2 years and 3 years. And I can tell you that if you're 7 years or more as a part-timer, right now your employer thinks that you're only worth 30 cents an hour more upon ratification, and 30 cents an hour more in the second year, and 30 cents an hour more in the third year. I can tell you that there has been minimal gains. Some people want to know, well, what has been gained? Well, I'll tell you that about a week's worth of negotiation was set on trying to get the safety shoe allowance doubled. The current safety shoe allowance reimbursement is $25. The company begrudgingly agreed to a $50 reimbursement for those of you needing to purchase safety shoes. I can tell you that there was a substantial improvement, the first time ever, relative to a part-timer going to full-time employment. And that number was $1 an hour always for the part-timer going to full-time. We've been successful in getting the company to agree that on a going forward basis, any part-timer becoming full-time will now get a $2 an hour increase upon that appointment. So we feel good about that. The other issue that we feel good about is that we convinced the company for part-timers that if you had a hire date prior to July 1st, 2003, if you desire to work a minimum of 20 hours, the number now is 15 hours per week. If you desire to work 20 hours per week or more, you will be scheduled a minimum of 20 hours. Quite honestly, that's about it. Well, there is one other thing. The injuries section, if it says in case of injuries sustained on the job, the employer shall continue to make contributions for eligible employees to the health and welfare and pension funds for a period of up to 9 months. That is a significant change because it has always been set at 6 months. So there was an increase of 3 months on that piece. The bad news continues to be the health and welfare. The health and welfare program, both full and part-time, because there is a part-time program that even though part-timers no longer are covered under the medical coverage since the law took over in 2013, we do have what they call an ancillary benefit. The part-timer is entitled at no cost to receive a dental and a vision and a life insurance and a weekly disability program. The company feels that it's now appropriate to ask those part-timers to contribute $5 a week for that same benefit. We feel that is outrageous. They should have no business asking for a part-timer to contribute $5. Also, I would say to you that with health and welfare, to tell you what it is, we don't believe it's a time for you to have to pay far more deductibles, about quadruple the amount that you're paying now. Out-of-pocket expenses that's now currently at $5,000 for a family and $2,500 for a single. We don't feel it's appropriate that the company asks you to pay now $4,500 a year or $9,000 for a family plan. The company also wanted to reduce your payments from 80-20 plan, 80% covered by the fund, down to 70%. Instead of the 80-20, they wanted 70-30. Basically, they're looking to gut every health plan in New England. Our plan alone, 919, they're looking to remove approximately $30 million out of that fund over the next 3 years. And this doesn't even include the pension issues that we're facing at the table for future credits, for future contributions. There's a race to the bottom. They feel that they are not being competitive, even though they are number one, even though they're a multi-billion, very profitable company. You've earned it for them. You've done the work. You've given them that advantage. And now they want to reward you by taking away the very things that you've earned over these years. It's unacceptable. And as our Dutch union counterpart said, these proposals are scandalous and disrespectful. Continue working. We're not ready. We will continue bargaining as best as we can. We all 5 locals have a strike vote authorization. We are not ready yet. We want to keep the company at the bargaining table. It's better for you to keep working right now. You will continue to earn a paycheck. You will continue to have benefits covered. We don't think it's the appropriate time just yet. We've been authorized by our international union to do so now that the membership has taken the vote. But wait for our word on that. Be patient. I know it's not easy. Be patient. We believe we can get a job done if we keep the company at the bargaining table. We, of course, will try to always notify you of updates. It's my privilege and my honor to be your bargaining representative at the table, and we will continue to work on your behalf as always. May God bless you all.